Alright, hey there, Smash World Forums. This is Final Arc. We are Fatal, Fires the Hedgehog, and I are running a podcast for this year's E3. We'll be recapping all of the press conferences that just took place.
And throwing, motion sensor controller is a little strange. Throwing the controller out the window completely, I don't even understand really how that works. I haven't gotten a chance to try the Kinect, but it just seems like that would be awkward.
It is. Like, you even feel awkward when you're playing the Kinect. Like, his Xbox came bundled with, like, that Kinect, like, adventures thing with the raft.
Oh, yeah, that game.
Yeah, you feel really awkward when you play that game.
Yeah, but you could kind of say the same about the Wii mods. Like,
I don't know.
Like basically, you can make a fool out of yourself in the comfort of your home.
Pretty much. I don't know, like, just Microsoft needs to just get their act together already. Because they're seriously making, like, fools out of themselves this year. And last year. Hopefully not next year, though.
We'll see.
Yeah, I just wish they wouldn't push Kinect so much. Like, Sony still pushed Move at their conference, but the main focus was, like, for a good, like, 45 minutes was the NGP. Or not NGP, now it's Vita. That was a good focus of their that and exclusives. But I just feel like that Microsoft just needs to get their act together.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Well, they did have more games to go show off this year, like MW3, Gears 3, and like Halo 4, right? Like, and
yeah, well, at least they had more like traditional games as opposed to.
Yeah, because last year it was only basically like Gears 3, and that's it. I died last year. I died inside.
Yeah, that was so bad they actually had to give out like free Xboxes to fix it. I don't know. I was kind of disappointed at the lack of I was hoping to see Metal Gear Rising during
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What is going on with that game? Is it canceled or something or what?
No. It's still in production.
What's going on?
It's still in development, but I was just surprised there wasn't like a new trailer for it.
Yeah, but most people won't buy it because Kojima, he's not working on it.
I'll buy it. I'll probably buy it because I don't know. Raiden's annoying. I actually haven't played 4 yet, but the gameplay looks pretty fun.
Yeah, well, I am more excited for the Snake Eater remake on the 3DS and the HD collection.
Yeah, HD collection. Oh yeah, I heard about that. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's going to be download only. There is no like physical copies, which I really hate because that means DRM will be back.
Yeah, I'm not really liking the whole like download only direction.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I think Sony especially has tried to push that, and it doesn't work.
PSP Go.
It doesn't
PSP Go. Yeah.
work for me because I don't have enough space on my Xbox hard drive.
Yeah. I don't know, it just doesn't work. The download only games, like downloadable small games, but if you're going to go for download only, I'm sure that most of us prefer discs.
Yeah,
I know I certainly do.
Yeah.
Because with this, like, if you're done and you're bored of a game, you can just sell it to your friend, right? With the online, all you do is just like, oh, you can't, sorry.
Yeah, well, like with thing I like about discs is like when you're done with the game, you can go trade it in, or like if your friend wants to play, you can lend it to them. And then with like download only, it's like, here, spend $15 on this game. I hope you like it, because if you don't, too bad.
And there's DRM on it too, so that only hurts you.
Yeah, it's like they put a lot of restrictions on it. You're just paying for like the right to play the game. You're not even like actually buying the game anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know, just download only just does not work.
Yeah.
And people should just stop pushing it because it isn't working.
Yep. Yo, Virus, how are you rating in Nintendo's conference?
I'd probably give them a 3. I think they had some good announcements, but I feel like they just, especially with the Wii U, they just really could have done a better job with actually what they did with the announcement.
Yeah, I think we can all agree on 3 for Nintendo.
Yeah. Me too.
It's just like the presentation for the Wii U was just so underwhelming. that it just kind of led to more like it kind of made me more, I want to say, just not suspicious, but like cautious towards the new console rather than excited for it.
Yeah.
You know, like every like game website in the world's like telling you, oh, the new controller is going to be revolutionary, and pretty sure they said the same thing about the Wii.
Yeah, and look how that turned out.
Yeah, and now it's like the ending to a bad joke now.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about the Wii U because even though in terms of hardware and like graphics, like it's like this gen, like when Microsoft and like Sony release their next consoles, it will be outdated again, right?
I don't know. Well, like don't forget that the Xbox 360 came out way before the PS3 and Wii did.
No, it was only a year. The 360 came out in '05 and the other two came out in '06.
That's still a while before.
Yeah, but
I don't think that's as crippling as like way back when like no, never mind. I take that analogy back.
In my opinion, like in order for Nintendo to stay relevant, they need like the next console. It needs to be 2 generations ahead.
I don't know. It's just I don't think that Nintendo's going to be considered completely irrelevant. I mean, the Wii became the best-selling console of last gen. Yeah, and it runs off of 2001 technology. It's literally 2 GameCubes duct taped together.
Yeah. I'm just going to wait for the final hardware specs and the price announcement for that console.
I don't know. Just the name association alone just kind of brings back bad memories.
Well, yeah. So. Well, we all know that it's going to go sell like hotcakes, right? Because of the name.
Probably. Well, yeah. Well, I'm sure that like casuals who enjoyed the Wii will just like be like absolutely like delighted by it.
Yeah,
but most people like who I've seen, or in the Lighthouse at least, there's like a handful of them who are just like stoked for it, but a lot of them are very, very, they're very, very jaded towards it.
Yeah, I will only buy one if they can successfully convince me back with like hardcore games.
I don't know, like I remember like for the launch lineup, let me think. We had Darksiders 2, which is Zelda, basically.
Yeah, you know what scares me? Like, 'cause since the consoles are like probably going to be out next year, it means the companies they will start like making games on that console, then they'll port it over to the new ones.
Yeah, that's the way it works. I mean,
yeah, I'm really hoping that they do stick with the Skyward Sword release date and they don't end up doing like Twilight Princess. I really hope they don't do that.
That was wow. That was just pretty sad. I mean, like they had the thing like ready to go for the GameCube, and then they decided to like delay it so they could have a Wii port. Yeah. And I'm really hoping we don't see that. I don't know. I'm just really not sure exactly how to feel about Wii U.
I mean,
yeah. Well, only time will tell.
I feel like the controller actually. I mean, just thinking about the controller's concept in and of itself, I feel like it is a creative idea. I feel like there's a lot of stuff they can do with it, but just something about it just doesn't sit right with me. It just seems like way too much of a gimmick, and I'm really afraid that they're not going to use it properly.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's definitely the main gimmick of the console. Like, when they showed it off, the whole focus is on the controller. Like, you didn't even see what the console looked like in the announcement trailer.
Yeah.
It was nothing but the controller, so... I mean, I could see it being an interesting concept. Like, if you have like a touchscreen, your controller, like in a Zelda game, you could instantly access your inventory or something like that.
Yeah.
But then when it like gets down to it, it's just I don't know like what to think of it. If they weren't showing like off so many like casual friendly sort of things in the so many casual friendly sort of images in the trailer, like like people playing Go on the controller. Yeah. And like all that fun stuff, then I think I'd be a lot more accepting of it. And to be honest, I really wasn't that impressed with the tech demo of the bird. I don't know. I'm just really was very underwhelmed by the Wii U, and I just don't know what to think of it. So, 3DS lineup.
Well, they are getting Zelda. It's the Mario game and the new probably a Pokemon in a few years.
The trailer they showed for the new Mario for the 3DS, I was actually pretty surprised with, because rather than just like aping Mario 64's gameplay, like Galaxy and Sunshine did, it actually looks like they're trying for something original for once, which is pretty rare for Nintendo. Yeah, we know how much they love to rehash their game formulas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like it like on the 3DS and the Wii U how they're bringing back their old franchises like Pikmin and stuff like that.
I don't know. I didn't see anything for Pikmin. I do know that they're making they have 2 new Kirby's in the works, but
More Kirby games. Oh yeah, and they're also making a Mario Party 9.
yeah, I
Oh
saw that.
God.
Oh god.
Help us
I
out.
don't know. That franchise just either needs to just go slowly die alone. Let us have good memories of it, or just disappear for a few years.
You have it just needs Action A, and then basically off the luck involves any mini games.
I don't know. Just Mario Party just needs to go away for a bit. I mean, it did, but it needs to go away longer.
Yeah.
Maybe die off for a few generations.
It's gonna look
Yeah,
really
surprise
weird.
us like 20 years from now.
Yeah.
It's gonna look really weird when they go into double digits. Like, we are now announcing Mario Party 20.
Well, it's just like the problem was with Mario Party is that they just put out way too many, way too
Once a year.
fast.
Just like Call of Duty.
Yeah, pretty much. Like with Mario Party, like they had 3 on the Nintendo 64, which was, then they had another 3 on the GameCube. Then they had 1 on the Wii. I'm surprised they didn't have more on the Wii, actually.
They actually had one on the DS too.
Oh yeah, and they also had 1 on the GBA, if I recall.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'm very surprised they didn't have They didn't have more on the Wii, because like of how much they could, like how much they did with the motion sensing and like how casual friendly Mario Party is. I am very surprised. That really doesn't count.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for the new Mario Kart for the 3DS, I just want to say I was not impressed with that.
That either.
Like the kart customization looks very weak, and like their idea of a new edition is like wait for like sales.
The Wii U doesn't play GameCube games, but that's not a problem since like everyone's dog and like grandma owns a Wii.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm pretty sure that they'll make GameCube games downloadable.
Probably.
Which won't be a problem. I mean, like, I still have my GameCube, and I'm probably gonna sell my Wii eventually. Maybe. I don't know what I'll do with that thing. I still have my GameCube if I ever want to play GameCube games, so that's really not a problem for me. But I don't know. There's a lot of people who are like getting really upset that they're not gonna be able to play the new Smash Brothers with a GameCube controller, which I think is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
But people will be people. I don't know. This year I just really wasn't that impressed with Nintendo's lineup. They didn't show me anything that like particularly blew my pants off or anything like that. Just nothing mind blowing.
Yeah, I feel like.
You go. No, you can go.
I feel like everyone. I mean, Microsoft didn't have a very good conference, but I feel like they did. But I feel like Microsoft and Sony both did better than they did last year. But Nintendo like really blew away E3 last year, and I feel like they kind of didn't do so well this year. I mean, they did all right, but it was just.
Well, like last year they had like a bunch of like different game announcements. Like we got to see like old franchises like Golden Sun, which hasn't seen a game in like ever since the GBA before the new one came out. What else? Kid Icarus. There was the GoldenEye remake, and we basically got to see a whole bunch of old games that everybody likes come back, which was really exciting. And then this year they kind of have another gimmick and a very, very like uninteresting lineup for the 3DS, which again I think is another thing that hurts it.
So I guess that this concludes our first episode of this podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah, that was our E3 wrap up. Hope everybody liked it.